In a market that has never been so hot, and with luxury properties up for grabs, the competition has never been more fierce. Tune in at 2 p.m. Atlantic every Thursday as Charlotte Pierce is Selling the Cove.
Today we're on Cove Road. This is a really lovely section of this neighborhood here in the Highlands at Cove in St. John. There are 7 lots for sale, starting at $77,500 to $82,500. Some of these lots are 0.4, 0.5, 0.6 acres. They're great. They're wooded and private in the back, and they've got all kinds of really interesting features. Look at this one, C1. I love the rock face, and if I was to build a house here, I would have the driveway and it would go up in a curve, and I would build the house up there in amongst the trees with this beautiful rock face on the front. I think it would be so lovely. And then when we keep going around the corner, all of the properties have beautiful westerly facing sun, so all afternoon sun on the front of your house, and sunsets right there on your front lawn. It'd be so beautiful. Let's go check out the other lots. So some of the really interesting things here in Cove is the homes are built to meet the land. And so the developer has done a really great job of making the streets meet the sunshine and making the houses meet the land that they're sitting on. This parcel, D1, is so interesting if you want to live in a tree house. So like if you wanted to put your driveway, it would grade up and your house would be tucked into the woods like a tree house. I feel like West Coast vibes here, like craftsman style, tucked in amongst the trees, and you make the land work for your house design and orientate it in the way that meets your needs and meets the sunshine and where you live. And these properties are so interesting. Let's go check out some other ones. D2 is down here, little sunnier, little flatter. And then as we make our way through C2, C3, these are just sort of classic neighborhood properties that have the fronts ready to go with some beautiful trees at the back that you just sort of take down the ones that you need to make some room and leave the rest for beautiful privacy. All of the properties here in Cove are surrounded by these beautiful street lights. It's so lovely. They provide really nice light for safe walking in the evening. And of course, all of the power is under the ground. These large green boxes have all of your underground services, and it's so great. There's no overhead power lines, and it's just, you know, it's a beautiful aesthetic in a neighborhood. As we make our way to C4 and C5, which are the last lots here at the end of Cove Road, this is where it meets Shoreline Crescent. It starts to grade upwards as we get to the top of the hill. So these two properties are really interesting because they lend themselves well to a house that would have like a walkout basement, because as the property goes up, you would build your house into the property and then you'd have a walkout on the lower side. Just generally beautiful properties.
Next time on Selling the Cove.
This is Shoreline Drive. We have 14 lots for sale up here. Let's see what the drones are going to show you from the views on the river.